K100 Radio.
Yeah.
K100, you bastards!
K100 Radio. I am Blizzum, and we are live right now. We are at the media event. Listen, this is a really great event, man. There's a lot of people that have pulled up a lot of artists from all over the country, man. It's really dope, man. Shout out to the people who put this together. All right. Right now, we're talking to Vantaisha.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I said that right.
Yeah, you said
I got
that
right on the first time. Shout out to me.
That's the one.
I got the one. That's the one. We're going to say that a lot tonight. Right. This is my first R&B artist that we have had a chance to chop it up. We had the media event. So first, I just want you to speak into my camera and tell everybody who you are, where you from.
Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Vantaisha. I am from Columbia, South Carolina.
Yes. South Carolina.
Yeah, that's the one.
South Cat. Listen, we've talked to Chicago so far. If you're watching this whole series, or if you're listening to this on our podcast, we've talked to Chicago. We've talked to the SIP. You know what I mean? We got some other people coming up from Texas. We got South Cat in the building. Like, this is a really diverse group of artists. First and foremost, everybody need to understand that it's bigger than just New York, L.A., Atlanta, and Miami. There's a lot of artists with really great talent from all over. You feel me? So shout out to the artists that came over here. So how did you end up coming out for this event, for this media event? And I know you're probably performing this weekend and everything. How did you find out about this whole thing?
Well, I actually was on Facebook. I don't know. It's been fate, honestly, for me, because it seems like every time I'm scrolling or looking at something just pop up like, boom, I seen it. I seen a media day event. I'm like, who I got to get in touch with to get this? So I contacted Miss Lisa Mack, and she set up everything up for me. So.
That's what's up. Well, I mean, so you were grinding. So if you were on social media, however it happens, you were looking for an opportunity.
Yeah, definitely.
And you wasn't wasting time, scrolling.
No.
You was looking for an opportunity.
Definitely.
So you was working. You found this because you was working. That's part
definitely.
of the grind.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? All right, we're going to take that answer. Vantaisha. All right. That's the one. That's the one.
I'm putting you on the lingo. That's what's up.
So listen, R&B artist, tell me what it's like being a hip hop artist is difficult, right? And
right.
Most of the artists that we talk to are hip hop artists on this platform, even though we play hip hop and R&B. We play a lot of it. But we run across more hip hop artists. And it's already difficult being a hip hop artist coming from a small town, coming from South Carolina.
Right.
The degree of difficulty being a female R&B artist coming from South Cat.
Yeah,
it's got to be tough. Tell me about that.
It's very tough. When I first moved here, I was just like, I had so much doubt in my mind. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be serious. I had a lot of doubt in my mind. It's a lot of talent here, and there's a lot of people who come here because to pursue their music career.
Right.
Once I got out of that doubt out of my head, I'm just like, listen, I gotta grind, I gotta work. It's one thing to have talent, but it's another thing to be persistent. And just get out here and grind. So that's what I came out here to do. But it's been difficult. You have a lot of people who can sing. You have a lot of people who can come up with songs, but it's that time you put in it. So I'm putting in that time and that work so I can get it.
That's the only way you're going to win. I mean, grind will trump talent most of the time, and depending on what we're talking about. Some fields, you can work as hard as you want, but if you're 6'10" with a jumper, you're gonna get in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can go to the gym every day, but if you're 5'10",
right.
The odds are, things change. But music is different because music is subjective and it's what people like. So the familiarity is a lot to do with it. And you only get familiar by being in their faces, and you only be in their faces by doing what again? Grinding.
Right.
The one. We got it. I got the one. That was the one.
That was the one. That was the one. You stuck me a little bit, but I got what you're saying. I got you. Put all that together, the analysis.
So you moved to Atlanta. You here, right?
Yep. I've been here for 5 months now.
You.
I'm fresh. I left everything back home so I could come here and grind and just maintain my focus. And
that is bold.
Yeah. So I had to do it. This is my dream.
Shout out to you for that, because I did that a very long time ago myself. You know what I'm saying? Over 20 years ago, I came to this city for the same exact reason.
Yep.
Many moons ago. I've been here for a while. It's my second home, and home is always home. But when you come here, it's different.
Right.
So how you adjusting?
It's a lot more peace for me, honestly, because I'm thinking about me. I'm thinking about, what I have to do for myself instead of holding that, I wouldn't say a burden, but just holding that, just trying to make sure everybody else good,
That is true. Coming from a smaller town, there's a lot of distractions.
Yeah.
Because you've got family, you've got friends,
Yeah.
you've got exes, you've got whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I touched the nerve, my bad. Let me keep it pushing. Let me stop. You don't want to talk about that nigga.
No.
Keep it pushing, Blizzum. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, it's a lot going on that could happen back home.
Definitely.
Here, it's all about what you want to be. So how far are you? What have you accomplished? How far have you gotten? Not just here, but in your grind as an artist. Period. How much music have you put out, and where are you at with the whole career?
Well, so far I only have 3 songs that's been put out, but honestly, I have a lot of other music that I haven't released yet. I've just been trying to figure out a way to promote here. You know, kind of get in with some promoters, just network a little bit more. I've done 2 events with Mr. Carlo. He's here. He's the promoter here in Atlanta, and it's been sold out events. So you have a lot of other artists coming from everywhere. So I've just been promoting, networking, and performing, honestly. So.
This will help. This will help getting on media platforms, getting this exposure, getting this media exposure. You need these interviews under your belt. This helps your portfolio. So you leave here with a couple of different interviews. So when it comes to putting your EPK and your media kit together, which is something that getting with the right people to make sure you have that on deck and proper.
Right.
This is you knocking out a couple of them in one day. That's the beauty of being able to do this. You know what I'm saying? So why it's a really great idea for somebody to put this together, which we've been a part of several of them. You know what I mean?
Right.
But sometimes when it's just people only focus on just the music, but in this day and age, we need to see they want to see your whole life. They want to see it. They want to laugh at your interviews.
Yeah,
or whatever,
all that.
Yeah, you'll get more if you're a famous person will get more views off a Breakfast Club interview than they will off a music video.
Right, because they want to get to know you.
Yeah,
feel that connection.
Yeah, it's
so I understand
a little too much.
Right.
Let me ask you this because you found this event on social media. Let me ask you this as an artist and as an up and coming artist. How much do you feel like you want to let these people into your world? Now you're trying to be a success in the industry, and you're going to actually end up being a star.
Right? Yeah.
And at that point, all bets are off for private. Your privacy is there. You don't have privacy.
You're right.
You ready to give that up?
Honestly, I've always been an open person. So I'm selective about the people I surround myself around because I've always been an open person. But for me, I feel like with my music alone, I try to give y'all the real. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna take you through my struggle, I'm gonna take you through, my heartbreak, my pain, and because a lot of people can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's not about just me. My music is to inspire and cultivate, So for me, it's more than just, it's my personal life. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie now. I want to be like, mind your business, But once I reach that, I know it comes with it. So I'm ready for whatever, I'm ready for it.
Especially if once you pin it to a song and put it out as a commercial recording.
Right.
That really happened, or the people that made Slick know what you're talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That R&B gets personal. You
it
know
does,
what I'm saying?
It does.
Love songs sometimes be real reflecting. How much of your real love life is in this music?
A lot of it. I'm gonna be honest. It's a lot of it. But through my music, you can see the transformation. Right. And I do have a song dropping next Friday called Tired. Okay. And it's basically just explaining being tired of bullshit. I'm sorry, I can't.
No, you got. That's the beauty of internet radio. We don't have no rules over here.
Okay.
We
So
we say what the hell we want to say.
Just being tired. Just being tired of being used, abused, misused. When you're a good person, you got a good heart, and people taking advantage of that. So Tired is coming out next Friday. So make sure y'all get that on all platforms. Right.
Make sure you check that out. But right now, you talked about your pain, and we got a video that we got loaded up, fortunately, and it's a song called Pain. Tell me about this. I want to play this song next.
Okay.
If you're watching this very important. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel right now, it's important that once we play this video, as soon as you've done watching the interview, your next click should be to find this video on her page.
Right.
Give her that view and that subscription and that share.
That's
in
right.
that order. All right. But tell us about this video we're getting ready to watch.
Okay, so Pain, I went through a lot for the past few years. My father came home after a 10-year bid from prison, and I was 17 years old. I've been doing a lot. It's just been me and my mother. So he came home after this 10-year bid. Not having a father in your life and having those emotions built up, the first thing you think about is hatred towards that person. You know what I'm saying? Because you had to go through so much alone. But when my father came home, we started building a relationship, and then 2 years later, he was killed.
Wow.
So I only had my father. Yep, he was only there he actually made my graduation because I graduated early. So he was able to make my graduation, but when my 18th birthday came around, I didn't have a father. So it was about that. And then my best friend, the love of my life, she passed, I want to say 2 years after that. Yeah, not want to say, but 2 years after that. And it was just a lot for me. It was a lot for me to take. So the only thing that I could do, the only way I knew how to cope was to put it inside my music.
That's a lot for anybody.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just, it's a lot for you, but like anybody that goes through something like that.
Right.
I just want to hear the song. I'm gonna hit play on this. This is Vantaisha. The name of this joint is called Pain. And remember, you want to support these artists and go over there and make sure you find this music. If you listen to our Spotify podcast, make sure you try to look them up over there. You won't necessarily see the video and all that stuff. You hear this is a podcast version, so you don't hear all the music and everything for crazy legal reasons over there with those guys. But please go look her up on Spotify too if you're hearing it. Right. So this is Vantaisha. The name of this joint is called Pain. Really deep. I want to check this out. This is K100 Radio. I'm your host Blizzard. Let's check it out.
You are tuned into K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
this shit fail. Inside my mind, I'm going crazy. Damn, this really hurt me, baby. I just want you here with me. Come back, baby, please don't leave. Gotta tell you that I love you, and I put no one above you. Damn, it feel like I can't breathe. Damn, I can't eat, I can't sleep. Lord, please just tell me that this pain I'm feeling is a dream. I just want you here with me. Come back, baby, please don't leave. Gotta tell you that I love you, and I put no one above you. Damn, it feel like I can't breathe. Damn, I can't eat, I can't sleep. Lord, please just tell me that this pain I'm feeling is a dream. In my heart, feel like something is gone. They say the pain that I feel of you, but I can't take no more. How much time does it take to feel this for? I never felt so torn, but then again I have been scorned. Drop to my knees and pray, God, please, please don't take no one else on this earth from me. Not one but two angels watching over me. Daddy, I love you, and yeah, baby, it's me.
Hey, it's me. And I was wondering if you miss me like I miss you. I'm sorry I miss you all. But it's flavor. Not as you go. I love you. Not talk to you, baby. I don't know why.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
You know the drill.
K100, you bastard.
And she got some pipes on her. She been through a lot.
Yeah,
She got some pipes on her. She can sing. You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Well, listen, I like that video. I thought that it was touching. You know, while we were watching it, I was asking you like, "Is that your father?" And you know, stuff like that. Because it's a really personal song. So what you only got these 3 songs, and that's cool. That's cool because you know you just starting out. You want to make sure you focus on the two songs. You know what I'm saying? You know, I have a couple of them in the chamber. You know, whatever.
Definitely.
But what's your plans as far as you moved to Atlanta and now you're doing shows and you kind of network? Do you plan on putting out an entire album? What else do you plan on doing musically?
Well, like I said before, I'm dropping my new single next Friday. So I want to see how Atlanta responds to that. I've had a lot of great, responses to the performances that I've been doing.
Okay.
So for me, I want to see how they respond to that, and it's based off my audience. Let's see what my fans want. Let's get it.
All right. With R&B especially, you know what I'm saying? I think that, you know, it really, Atlanta is, you'll learn this quickly when it comes down to the independent grind. There are a lot of opportunities to perform.
Yeah,
Different vibes and atmospheres.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of pick them to where it makes sense for what you do.
Yeah.
But sometimes it be some of those things that you think, oh, it's only going to be rappers there, but then you come and you the only R&B artist.
Right.
Well, you kick the doors on everybody.
And
it's
it,
like,
yeah,
bruh,
get
so
that attention.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you're the only one that's singing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
I want to just give you that little bit of nugget. A lot of R&B artists come and they feel like they only want to go to certain kind of events, and I get it. I get that, and it makes sense that you want to make sure you hit those because they got R&B catered events.
Right.
Soulful ATL. You heard of that?
No, I haven't.
Make sure you follow us. Make sure you just look on our page. It's called Soulful 8. You should definitely find out about that one. That's just one off the top, and it's an all R&B showcase, and it's always like really good talent. So when you come in there, you know what I'm saying? It's
Make
like,
sure I'm on my A game.
Yeah, make sure because everybody in there be dope. You know what I'm saying? They have
Right.
a live band, the whole shebang. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah, definitely.
So it's really dope. It's over at iLounge. Shout out to So, the girl that puts it together. But that's just one off. It's other ones. But I'm just saying those are great. But you know, this song and this meeting you, I could also see you going to some of these hip hop events.
Yeah.
They fucking them up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because you come in there looking like that, and then we're like, I don't know, is she about to rap? I don't know
Right.
what's happening. And then she busts out singing. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
I do that every time.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
time.
So it's, you know, you got it. You ready to go?
Definitely. I'm ready for
You
it.
came down here with a plan. All right.
Yes.
So I gotta ask you this too,
Okay.
because you left home and you've been here for 5 months. Back home,
Right.
being an artist, before you even came down here and you was dropping music, you was doing all this stuff. How was it accepted there? I understand you moved here because this is a bigger market and more
Right.
opportunities. But how was your music accepted? What was it like being an artist at home?
Well, in South Carolina, Columbia, where I'm from, they don't have opportunities for artists. You know what I'm saying? Like back home, it's that you know, you got to work. You got to keep working and working and working. Go to school, you know, and then you'll get, you know, where you want to be. It's not live your dreams. So for me, it wasn't. I had support from my family. I've always had support from my family. But as far as like just other artists around, you know, coming together and supporting each other and having events, we don't have that back home. So it was just like a joke to everybody.
As they say they don't. You're the third person I talk to, and they have this thing where they feel like they don't take you serious because they know you. And I try to tell everybody the difference from Atlanta and being an indie is like when people feel like they can touch you and they knew you and they know you growing up. They have this thing where they feel like, she's just like me. She ain't special. So, so the music can't be special. Like the music can't be all that because she ain't all that. I went to high school with you, nigga. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody, you ain't trying to hear all that. You know, you ain't no superstar. You feel what I'm saying? But then, but that's the difference between the internet. Like all they know is the music. They don't know you personally. So that's why you'll get more fans. And you'll get more love from strangers. Because they don't know you. That's the point. The point is they don't know anything about you.
And I didn't know anyone.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you came down here and standing on your own, too. So I wish you luck. If you out here in the grind in Atlanta, we'll run across each other again.
Oh, yeah, we definitely are. Let's get it.
You'll see us back out. It's inevitable. You can't escape us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what we do. All right, listen, one more time. Give everybody the YouTube channel so they can find that video and where they can find the music. Okay,
so make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, YOUENVYYV, I'm sorry. And on YouTube at Vantaisha, VANTAISHA.
Has anybody said anything about Vantaisha?
Yes, of course. Y'all know it.
How was I going to let that slide?
All
the time? Like, really? Has it been a problem or has it been used?
No, honestly, it hasn't been a problem. They be like, oh, Vantaisha, you can sing. I'm like, yeah, I can sing. You want to hear me sing? Let's do it.
Okay, all right. Well, that'll probably come up later. The bigger you get, that's going to be a thing. So get ready. It just hit me like, you know what? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's like
that's going to be a thing. So it's going to be a good or a bad thing, but it'll get people talking.
Right.
Now, at that point, all you got to do is have them pipes.
Yep. We ready for it. Let's get it.
You ready? All right. K100 Radio. We're live at the Media Day event. This has been a great conversation. This is Vantaisha. Make sure you check out by way of Columbia, by way of South Cac, but now residing in the ATL. Make sure you pull up. Make sure you find the music. All right. This is K100 Radio.
You are tuned into K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
K100, you bastard.
K100 Radio.